So let's get into it. You got the key, you got everything you need. You can see the first link there is moondev.com/docs. You can understand everything that the API key does. You can see Hyperliquid data layer and a lot of cool calls here that you're able to get much faster than anybody in the world that's using the API. So on top of that, throw in some free AI if you want to, if you need something like, some AI calls. Boom, boom. Got you. Yeah, read through those docs. You have them. You have the link. Nothing else there to tell you. A lot of people asked about the app I'm using here today. I'm using the MoonDev app, and there is a playlist there for you as well. The Discord's there. The roadmap is there. And then if you have any questions or anything, you can always shoot us an email, and we'll get right back to you. We'll get right back to you. I did see some concerns in the Discord, so I want to make sure that's all handled. So a couple people were saying the links weren't working. I want to make sure that's handled, and then we'll get into it. Let's see here. I got tagged here. Some people are asking for the link. Okay, let me go ahead and handle that real quick. API key works for the day. Is the DMG safe to use? I mean, good call. Good ask. I don't know. I think it's chill. Oh my God. Yo, cookie. Thank God. I love this, dude. Cookie. Absolutely cookie. Patty, chill. Chill. Hey, chill, V. Chill. I just want to make sure. Okay, I think everybody's in. Are these guys in here? Trust and Code, Charlie, are you guys in? Just making sure. I hope so. If not, shit. Yes, sir. Okay, Charlie, good to meet you, bro. Sorry for the delay here. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and get the Electron app up here. I didn't do anything in the last 15 minutes. Okay, the key is working. So the key does activate the app. We have the gold USDC. We were looking into this trade. I'm really excited for Hyperliquid now, for the reason that they have access to like oil, gold, silver, XYZ, and whatever comes out in the future, because, clearly crypto's in a little bit of a bear market right now. But what's cool is that if they get enough HIP3 markets going, then they're not like, it doesn't matter. There's always going to be a trender. So that's kind of what I'm looking into today. I want to mess with the war trade a bit, but in reality, it's much bigger than that, right? Because the war trade is just the trending trade. What's trending? Well, that. So, I've built trending bots many times on Hyperliquid, and I haven't done it for HIP3 yet. So when there's not a lot of crypto trenders, that's not good. So now HIP3, which allows them to put like gold and silver and XYZ, oil on Hyperliquid, I think that's a pretty big opportunity, not just for us, but for them, Hyperliquid, and the space in general. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm looking into that today. All right, I got to get my key going. Go ahead, copy the same one you have just to make sure that we're on the same page. Unlock app. Success. Okay, sick, dude. We got all of our things ready here. Let's go over here what we went over last week. This week, I guess. So I wonder what the most recent updates are here on can you go ahead and give me the March 7th Saturday at 8 a.m. Can you give me the update on what's going on Twitter specifically, and with the war update? So just like you did above, just need a new update. March 7th. 8:17 Eastern time. What's the latest news? Is it escalating? Is it de-escalating? Yeah, I assume I don't know anything. I haven't been on social media. I don't know where we're at. Just curious. We are right now, and be short and concise with this. Thank you. Okay, this is Claude in Chrome. Pretty cool. If you're a member, you have access to all the recordings here. Over here, down in the bottom here, live events, recordings. Okay, so let's have her do that now, and we'll get back to her in a second. I think the first thing I want to do is let's look at the documentation here, and let's look at HIP3. HIP3 liquidations. Okay, so we have the liquidations, which is unbelievable, actually, if you think about it, because you don't have this information in the stock market, or me, at least we don't get it. And they don't have liquidations on top of that. So Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, gold, silver, copper, CL, XYZ. Okay. Let's close some of these tabs. There's just too many. I'm looking for the Hyperliquid or Moondev trading bots GitHub that a lot of you have access to. So what I build today is going to be in that GitHub. That's pretty far. That's pretty far. Okay, Moondev trading bots maybe? There we go. Okay. So let's go look at it and try to organize this in our minds. GitHub.com. God, I got a lot, dude. A lot of excitement here. A lot of things I want to build. But that's the thing. Priority is not meant to be. We butchered the word priority. It's one thing. What's the priority? I think that's the hardest thing right now, but I'm so grateful for it because there's been years where it's like, what the hell are we building? You're like 2017, 18. No, not 17, not 17. 2018, 2019. It's like, what's going on in technology? We've got Hyperliquid right here. Okay, so see what we have here. See if we have anything to build this. Momentum here. Is it? Oh, it's lick momentum. Liquidation momentum. Perp to spot. Damn, I really put all of this in the GitHub and then just give it to you guys? Holy helly. That's crazy. This is crazy, dude. Okay, so that's good though. That's good because if I get you caught up to speed with me, then you're an asset, dude. Let's get it. Let's get it. moondev.com/docs. You've already got the key to that. But essentially, I want you to go through here and help me think through this process. We don't need to code anything yet. I want to make sure to get this nice and tight before we go into it. Essentially, I want you to go ahead and look at the HIP3 liquidations, HIP3 market data. And I don't think there's any other HIP3 things there. That being said, you are the GitHub of my trading bots. So you have access to a folder called bots, or it's bots folder. And within that is a Hyperliquid folder. And in that Hyperliquid folder, it's a bunch of functions. You can look at the nice funcs file, which has a lot of the plumbing. Then the other files are like bots or tools. Anyways, I want you to look into all of that and see how it's set up. Now realize I mentioned on the API documentation, I want you to look at the HIP3 liquidations and market data. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to visualize us bringing our bots over to HIP3. Not all of them, but let's build a simple liquidation momentum bot. So if there are, okay, yeah, let's do that. At the top, we should be able to put in any symbol. It should be any HIP3. So it'll be HIP3 lick momentum. That's the file we're building. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. It's coming together now. HIP3 lick momentum. Now, the tricky part is our nice funks and stuff, they are set up for regular hyperliquid. HIP3 is like, it uses all the same functionality, but it's on a different tab on their UI. So you'll have to look into all that and figure out how to adjust for that. Okay, and guess what? I'm not using this. I'm not using Opus 4.6. I'm gonna use that other one, Codex, because 5.4 high. Let's do model here. Choose which model. I'm gonna say 5.4. This is the newest one. Let's just do medium. I've only got the $20 plan, but I want to test this 5.4 out a little bit. Okay, so let's see if I can get it all in there. Yes. 6 lines. I hope that was all I wanted to do. You know what, dude? Anthropic's marketing actually works really well. I know it's also their mission or values, but it's also marketing. Like before I click this button, I'm like, do I want to give OpenAI everything right now? I know they already have everything, but it works. It works. So you can imagine, like in the enterprise, I think a lot of people are going to pick Anthropic for the fact that OpenAI is just a little more ruthless, a little more Facebook-ish, going to chew on our data, going to rip you off, yada, yada, you know. Not necessarily you, probably not you or I, but at the end of the day, it's just a little more ruthless over there. We'll see. So moondev.com/docs, let's get it. So this is 5.4 medium here. And she's going to go through all my stuffs. Okay, good. Okay, API documentation, but I can't see the actual pasted text payload. Okay. Got you. So she's not able to see this. So that big old prompt, I'll go to Whisper and grab it. Home. Copy. And remember, we have that update of what's going on with the war. There we go. So let's go look into it. Okay, so March 7th at 8:17 Eastern time. Okay. War status update. Bottom line. It's escalated, not de-escalated. Day 8. What Trump did this morning. Oh, shit. Trump posted this morning, Iran will be hit very hard. And that new areas and groups not previously targeted are now under consideration for complete destruction and certain death. He's calling Iran the defeated of the Middle East and saying they apologized and capitulated to their neighbors. What Iran actually did. Iran's president Pez issued a limited apology to Gulf neighbors like UAE, Qatar, and Saudi for the missile strikes that hit their territory and ordered a halt to strikes on neutral states. This is not a surrender. Iran has explicitly rejected Trump's demand for unconditional surrender. The apology was a diplomatic gesture to Gulf states to stop bleeding regional allies, not a white flag to the US or Israel. Strait still closed. Grok confirmed as of 33 minutes ago, Hormuz remains effectively closed to commercial shipping. Tanker traffic still a near standstill. Hundreds of ships anchored outside. Nothing has changed on the physical blockade. Military escalation this week. Iran destroyed a 500 million US THAAD radar in Jordan and hit radar infrastructure at US bases across the UAE. Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Iraq. BTC dumped to 63 on weekend liquidity earlier this week before bouncing 5 to 7%. Gold and silver actually sold off midweek. Gold dropped to 5,000, down 5.6%. And silver hit 79.8, likely on a USD surge and profit taking. The precious metals pulled back hard midweek before stabilizing. Okay, so what is going on here? Huh? When was this posted? 6 minutes ago. Iran, which is being beat to hell, has apologized and surrendered to its Middle East neighbors and promised that it will not shoot at them anymore. This promise was only made because of the relentless US and Israeli attack. They were looking to take over and rule the Middle East. It is the first time that Iran has ever lost in thousands of years to surrounding Middle East countries. They've said, "Thank you, President Trump." I've said you're welcome. Oh my God. It's actually a reality TV show, dude. It's crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. I don't think I've ever read one of these posts in full before, but since it's here, I'm reading it. Iran is no longer the bully of the Middle East. They are instead the loser of the loser of the Middle East, and will be for many decades until they surrender or, more likely, completely collapse. Today, Iran will be hit very hard. Today. What time was that posted at? Under serious consideration for complete destruction and certain death because of Iran's bad behavior are areas and groups of people that were not considered for targeting up until this moment in time. All right, so when was this posted? Truth Social goes right to him. No stop. Okay, 2 hours ago. How did things move based on that? Hyperliquid? App.hyperliquid? 2 hours ago. What's he doing up so early? Okay, so I've never really looked at this over the weekend. We should have cooked by now, so let's see. So that nothing happened based off of that. Let's see here. 2 hours ago. So around here, okay. So maybe something has happened a little bit. I mean, a 2% move in oil. So this is what's neat, in my opinion, is Hyperliquid now has the ability to, with HIP3, launch any token like oil or silver or Circle. There's always a trending market somewhere, but if it's only like crypto exchanges like Coinbase, whatnot, okay, well, you're cooked if crypto's going down, right? So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And it's been a cool idea, but I think it's cooler that it's actually getting some volume. You can see 346 million in volume on oil overnight. Damn, what is the funding rate? Ooh, that's a signal. That's a signal. 162%. So we know for a fact on Hyperliquid, everybody is long. That's a fact. This is the annualized. It's a fact, dude. 162%. Compare this to the other ones. Yeah, let's throw that up in there as well. Warbot. Okay, so shit, dude. I gotta double cook on this one. This is tough. I need to write it down. I'll take some notes down here. Okay, so I'm just gonna get some ideas together. So I definitely need to watch the funding rates of all of these HIP3s because that will show us the side of retail. Side of, yeah, pretty much, because let's pretend, I don't know if this is true, but let's pretend this mirrors exactly the other market, you know? That's it. I'm gonna ask my server here a question because if it's not already in the API, I need it in the API. Hello? Do we track funding rates for all of these symbols, including the HIP3s on the API that you have? You're the runner of it. Just check it out. Don't change anything. Okay, thank you. Keep running this transcript because then it listens to what I say and then it comes up with OpenClaw use cases. OpenClaw listener. So my OpenClaw listener is essentially listening to my words, seeing if she can take some $1 billion shots based off of what I said or I'm doing, you know? So you already have 80% of the bot logic. The remaining hard part because nicefunks.py and current liquidation bots assume native hyperliquid. Okay, so it's already right there. Beautiful. Lick momentum. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that's already in the GitHub. Strategy skeleton, fetch liquidation data, check open position, size trade, enter, then take profit stop loss, exit time. Okay. Nicefunks.py is the execution plumbing layer, but it is hardwired to native perp assumptions. So if we want to just swap the symbol to H3, it'll be brittle. What changes conceptually? Split HIP3 liquidations. Split Moondev docs. Okay, Moondev docs split. Okay. Hyperliquid's own API SDK confirms HIP3 is the same API family, but perp reads are dex scoped. That means the H3 problem is mostly context. My recommendation, do not jam H3 logic directly into your existing generic helpers. Dude, I think it's just... To be honest, bro, I think it's just a symbol difference. I think it's just a symbol difference. I think, for example, let's go ahead and get one of the symbols. Give me the list of the HIP3 symbols, how they're actually tracked on HIP on the backend. So it's like XYZ colon Tesla or whatever, I think. So just give me a sample list. I need as an example. Thank you. Okay, so this is the server. Yes, we track funding rates, but only for crypto perps, not HIP3. What's running? Okay, active. Okay, symbol coverage. Okay, so crypto funding rates. Okay. HIP3 funding rate tracking, please go ahead and start that. Then send me back the API calls because then I will go update the documentation. So I want you to be pretty clear on what those API calls do and how to do them. And then I'll send it to the documentation team to test it. And then we'll go ahead and put it in the docs. Thank you. Okay, so I'm adding HIP3 to the API right now. HIP3 funding rates because of the idea I just had. So stocks, okay, here you go. You see how it's like some colon? I think it's just that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want you to build a test file based off of what I just said, that it's just a symbol change. And I want to do a few things. In that test file, I wanted to go ahead and first off grab the open, high, low, close volume data for, let's say, 200 bars of 1 hour on Apple and on Gold and then on CL, just to prove that it works the way I said it does. I think it does work that way. And then I want to go ahead and add in like a test order, let's say a $10 order. Let's place a bid though at 20% under CL, whatever CL is right now. Let's put 20% under. And then let's sit there for 7 seconds and then cancel that order, make sure it works. Don't show my keys or anything private here. What else? Use the MoonDev API in this script as well to see if you could see the recent liquidation data for CL, and also check the current open positions for CL as well through HIP3. So I'm not like that interested in oil and whatnot, what's going on right here, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna chase it, but I do want this just functionality for the rest of my life, you know? Because for the thesis of, hey, if they can actually get volume on these other symbols, then they'll always have a trending market. That's far. All right, let's check it out. So it expects your MoonDev API key, yada yada. So added H3 market data test. What it does exactly, treats the UI symbols as that. There's so much I have to show you here today. Every single day I'm live, but I do private lives in Zoom now. So if you want to chat with me and you want to see all the code, you can see like some of the code is blocked from your screen. I just block it with this little thing here. The reason is that I got hacked the other day, and it's because I showed something on my screen. So there are prying eyes that I can't let see everything. You can still listen to me, of course, and you'll get some you know, there'll be some breaks that you won't be able to see everything, right? I'll keep the live open for YouTube, but there's going to be a block on my screen, and there's going to be these segments where I tell you about jumping into the private stream. Because if you jump into the private stream, there's a link. It's at moondev.com, and you're going to get an API key to Hyperliquid's data layer that I built here. And this is a direct node, and you literally can't get this data anywhere else besides the API key that I drop in the live stream. So you could see, I'm able to see all liquidation levels. I'm able to see Binance liquidations. I'm able to see OKX liquidations, everybody's liquidations. I'm able to watch HLP. HLP is Hyperliquid's market maker. I get to see every single one of their trades. I also get to see every single win-loss analysis of every single trader. So you can see this is trade history of anybody. So I can just call anybody's address on Hyperliquid and see exactly what trades they've made and when they're making trades. This is like an institutional grade API that will cost more than $1,000 per month, and you actually get access when you join one of my live streams. So every live stream I put down an API key, but not only that, you also get the full replay. Everybody wants replays of my lives, and you get a full free replay. All you have to do is go to moondev.com and you're going to get a replay of yesterday's stream, which was $5, and today's stream. So it's just $5 and you get all of that. But you also get this API key. And I said this is going to be $1,000 plus per month. You can see I have a smart money call. So things that Wall Street is looking at, we can all see with this API key. It's Hyperliquid's data layer that I built because I believe it needs a better API in order to call things faster. I was building out the quant app here that is essentially looking at people's liquidations, and I ran into the problem like I need this data faster. So I launched a node and then I made it available for everybody that comes into the Zooms each day. But again, they're private Zooms only because I've got people that are watching my screen looking for me to drop a key, drop a API, whatever, and just some sort of vulnerability. I got hacked, so I just can't show this live on YouTube anymore. So I cover my screen again like this. I'll just have this up pretty much all day. These are my stats from the previous week. You can see my stats there. Since everybody in YouTube, they seem to just be coming by to see what's in my pocket. So since I started trading with the Quant app, which is pretty much my 5 years of experience built into a downloadable app, I did this because, first off, I don't believe in hand trading. I'm an automated trader, but I looked at the data and everybody's still using 40x leverage. And I have over 150,000 people now follow me, 100,000 on YouTube, 50,000 on Twitter. And only a small percentage ever took me up on the offer of learning how to code. I teach you how to code and then automate your trading. I used to teach that stuff, but only a tiny percentage actually did that. They actually joined the boot camp. And then out of that, maybe 50% of them actually completed the boot camp. So I have the data that 99% of people are just trading by hand using 40x leverage. So I'm trying to solve this problem, the 40x leverage problem. So I'm doing a little bit of kind of hand trading. I'm not able to enter positions without liquidations happening. So I'm really just taking over people's liquidations. And why am I taking over people's liquidations? It's because that Hyperliquid, that's their strategy. So if you go to Hyperliquid here and you go to Vaults here, their HLP provider, they put in $1,000 into this HLP provider and it's at $118 million. That's why I built out this data layer to watch every single one of their moves. I know exactly what positions they're doing. This is the HLP dashboard. I know exactly when they're entering, when they're exiting, where they're sitting. I have a bunch of calls that will go ahead and just keep me into the know of what they're doing, plus every other trader on Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid opened up the financial system for the entire world. And before this, there was no way for us to see where people get liquidated. So based off of this premise, I've built some really great automated trading strategies. And since I am here now building for the public, building for those 40x hand traders, I built the Quant app and I'm using that liquidation strategy or one of the liquidation strategies. Of course, there's still intuition here. So it's not like you can download this Quant app and make $1 million. No way. There's still some experience and intuition, but this puts like bumpers around your trading. You know, there's risk controls here. I can never use more than X amount of my account. I can't lose more than 3% of my account in a day. Things like that that are just hard to do as a hand trader. I built into the Quant app, but I think the main feature is buying and selling around people's liquidations. Nobody can predict price. And if you think you can, you're probably going to get smoked. I think by now you realize that, hey, within like a 1-2% range, it's really hard to predict price. So instead of predicting price, I'm predicting which liquidation to buy. So for example, I could say when this guy gets liquidated right here, I will buy a portion of my portfolio. But instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to buy now or sell now, I'm just waiting for somebody to get licked. So it's just a quantitative approach I'm trying to build into a downloadable app because I realize 99% of people are still trading by hand and still using 40x leverage. So if that's the biggest problems traders have, that was my biggest problem. I was getting liquidated when I was using leverage, but now I'm 3+ weeks in using 40x leverage. And if you go look at my Twitter or on my screen right now, you can see that this week I had a nice return. I used 10K max size. So a 4,900 or $4,900 return is about 49%. That's amazing. Is it going to work for you? I don't know. I can't guarantee your results. I don't know how you trade. I don't know how risky you are, but I know that for me, with 40x leverage, I wouldn't last more than 3 days and I'd be staring at the screen the entire time. so so far so good. It's helped. I got to be very precise. So the existing HLP funding tracker tracks funding rates for all crypto perps. Okay. HIP3 symbols require a DEX parameter. What we building? What we building? HIP3 bot. HIP3 symbols require the DEX parameter and currently are not tracked. We need to add HIP3 funding rate collection and serve it via a new API endpoint. Okay. HIP funding. Okay. HIP3 funding constants. XYZ cash. Add get HIP3 funding rates. Okay, this is fine. Modify update tracker. Codex, I'm about to turn on you. I'm about to go back to Claude if you keep asking me these things. Keep asking me, I'm about to leave. I promise you. I promise you I'll leave. Would you like to run the following command? Do you want to allow a live run the updated H3 test? Moondev Hyperliquid? I want you to send the file to me that is safe to run, and then I'll run it. Just don't print out my keys or anything. Sheesh. Let me do something, please. This AI is literally eating our jobs as we're here. It's just like, can I just run everything? Can I just do it all? Can I just do it all? Moon, you don't have anything to do, right? Like, you don't need to do anything. I got you. Come on, dude. Lock in. Throw me a lob. Let me dunk some shit, dude. Come on. Modify, get funding. Okay. Modify, update tracker. So we're adding the concept of HIP3 funding JSON. Okay. Services to restart. Wait 15 seconds. I think you're good to go, Shorty. Let's go ahead and have the server cook. We'll put her over here. Okay. So the file is ready and safe to run. It does not print your private keys or EMV values. Query Moondev HIP3 candles. Okay. Apple Gold CL. Query Moondev HIP3 liquidations for CL. Okay. Check the Hyperliquid H3 XYZ CL position. Only places a $10 test bid to cancel. Explicitly enabled it. Perfect. So this would be to run this run with the live CL order test. What the hell? That's interesting. I've never seen the I've never seen this before. Is that really how you run the whole thing like this? Damn, you really learn something new every single day, don't you? Every single day. You learn something new. Did you see that? Did you see what I just did? I didn't know that. I thought it always had to start with Python. Sheesh, dude. Sheesh. That's cool. I love this game, bro. You just keep learning. Learn, baby, learn so we can earn, baby, earn. Learn, baby, learn. So that we kind of earn, baby, earn. Where is Martin Luther King Jr. at anyways? Activity monitor, iTerm. Okay, let's get her cooking. We need to have some intelligent mofos on here as well, because you know, just having me here yapping is not the business. Not the business. Remind me later. Thank you. So we do need to go over this as well. Oh, the shape store. Look at that. New winner. So I put $1 into these, and then I see like how high they go. And if they go high, then it might be interesting to put into like more of a trending bot or something like that. This is my Solana stuff, but I'll get back to that in a bit. You can see we might need to update that to $11 due to our math or something. Okay, thank you. But this kind of confirms that we do have some good stuff here. We do have some good stuff, don't we? We got the open, high, low, close volume, don't we? No recent liquidations. How far back can we look on that? I would be curious if you can see the last 10 days or something. Nah, let's do it 5 days. There's got to be some lickies in there. And then I want to be able to see other people's positions for, let's say, CL. Let's try it for CL. Okay, and let's go ahead real quick and make sure to ask Shorty over here because she got a good example. All right. So what I need from you, darling, is an example piece of code of how you call the MoonDev API in order to get the positions close to liquidation, specifically for XYZ colon CL contract. If you could just send me a real quick example of that, that'd be fire. That's on the trading page. You got the positions close to liquidation, and just send me that little script, assuming I need it to just send to my homeboy to understand how to call the API. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's cook. We got Codex and Claude. And to be honest, I don't know if it does say Opus 4.6, but remember I switched this to Minimax? I wonder what happened. How did it switch back? That's a good question. So updated market data test. Okay. So the candle test now follows current. Okay. So this should work now. The other one we did, it was 2 up. H3 market data test. So let's see if we can get the market data. Okay. We got the market data. We're good. So what we need. We need market data for every single bot. Yes. Okay. Let's go here. New details for your homeboy. Sharpen up. Sharpen up, Moondev. Homeboy, homegirl, we don't say that around here. Lock in, friend. We are going for a wild ride. Chasing Mr. Jimmy Jim Simons. All right. Let's see if we can cook. I've got enough from your run to tighten up the harness. The two fixes are straightforward. Add a small notional buffer so the CL order clears. And stop treating HIP liquidations as their row level data because the endpoint is clearly useful. Okay, I'm making 3 concrete. Okay. Now we did update the API here. HLP funding tracker changes. Okay, added HIP3 positions, user positions API, bug fix implementation. HIP3 API already returns names. Okay, can you give me an example of the documentation I should send to the documentation team? Thank you. And then we'll go over here to find the documentation team. She's somewhere around here. Shorty, where are you? Still have that problem, huh? I need to close these tabs more. Maybe I should do something like that. Max tabs. I don't know. We'll think about that. Close some of these tabs. Yeah, I just got to be on that more thing. Okay, let's just put it right here then. It's what's it called? It's called the Hyperliquid Data Layer API. That's a quirk. Interesting. That's a quirk. Let's fix that while we're here. So on the code page, code tab, when I have one of my terminals selected, imagine there's 6 terminals and I have one selected. I'll send you a screenshot. But if I have that one selected and then I go over to the project side and click one of the new projects that's not open. If it's already open, just pop on over to that one. No, 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 no. If we have a section selected, a terminal selected, and then I click on the project, a project on the left side that will open a new tab, you know, new GitHub, whatever. It should open into that selected terminal. Right now, it just picks a random terminal. You see what I'm saying? Okay, thank you. Sweet. See if she fixed this. This confirms important parts are working. You already proved that that works. The order path is basically correct and was only a failure of a minimum. I updated the save script, sizes the test order off the actual bid price, not the current mid. Uses $11 minimum effective notional buffer by default. Does not crash if the order is rejected. Let's go ahead and try it. If you want a different liquidation window here, okay. Let's go ahead and try that 30-day licky. So you get all the liquidation data from the MoonDev API, and you have that key. I need to drop it again. Sorry, it's been a minute. It's been a good minute. So, okay, HIP 3 liquidations for CL in a 30-day window. Aggregated stats total 26,000? No way, dude. That's it? And it says no positions near liquidation. Is that facts? Mad positions near liquidation, bro. So we got error here. Says there's no positions near liquidation, which is weird because you can see I'm using the app over here. The people that instructed you how to do this I'll go ahead and have them re-instruct you how to call it for CL, but you can see ours says there's no positions near liquidation, but you can see the screenshot of the app that sent you that, you know? Done. Okay, sweet. Now let's go back to the liquidation or positions close to liquidation. If you could show me an example of how you get it for CL specifically, show me the code example. Homegirl's having a problem. I just need that example so I can send to her. Thank you. All my money was gone when you used Minimax.
Choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide, and then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff. You know.
Just decide. Just decide. Just decide. Just decide, dude. Okay, positions HIP3, perfect. So Quant App is giving us an example here because Homegirl's tripping. Just decide, dude. Just decide. A lot of people don't want to decide. They want to worry about what everybody else is saying. Come on, clear your mind. This is your life. You can do whatever you'd like. You know, I believe I can fly. I believe you can fly. If you can't fly, then run. And if you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. Okay, what are we doing? Cooking. Cooking, absolutely. Cooking, HIP3 bot. This is going to be fire, dude. I'm going to upload it to the Git too. Don't run it. Put your own ideas in it, but I'm doing the plumbing. I'm doing the plumbing. Okay, that mismatch was real. Update API.py, so the Git positions all HIP3. Now calls the HIP3 with the API key is the query param. So yes, your screenshot and example strongly suggest the endpoint was fine. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and try that. Let's try it again. Order lifestyle test was skipped. Set enable HIP3 test 1 to place. Why did she over engineer this, bitch? Why did she over engineer this, dude? It's interesting. A cool little thing I learned here today that you can put a variable before. And is that true? So this functionality here, does that mean you can set your constants prior to running a Python file like that? It's very interesting. But is that how it works? Like I could, if I had 7 other constants in there, I could have a list of, or just like enable H3 order test equals 1 and then blah 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 equals 2, and then you run the Python file after that. Is that facts? 777 Unk, how are you, bro? David? Oh man, that's facts. Cool, dude. 5 years in. 5 years in. Just learned that. Today, March 7th. Let's go over it because let's make sure I remember this. Yes, what you're doing there is setting environment variables for just that one command invocation. Okay. So enable H3 and then you have your environment variables. Oh, okay, so is this environment variables maybe? That means enable H3 does not permanently change your shell. You can set as many as you want. I see how that's useful. Enable order test. Okay, so okay, these are for env variables though. It's not like I have a constant up top that I could change, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. E and V, right? Inline like this. Foo equals 1 and U to foo. Python script.py only affects environment variables, not Python constants directly. So if your file has my constant equals 10, that value will stay 10 unless your code explicitly does something like import OS constant equals this constant 10. That's the bridge. Shell sets env variable, Python reads env variable. Your code uses it as the effective constant. So the pattern's this. Okay, that's interesting. Learn something new. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this data here. Interesting. Still showing no dice here. Hmm. Hey, do you see why we're still not getting the CL positions close to liquidation here? And let's see what's going on with the server here. Okay, perfect. So remember, I added these new endpoints for the funding rate because of that thought I had earlier. That thought I had earlier was about how everybody is long on oil. And I mean, I think that's kind of obvious, but it shows it in the funding rate. We're looking at the funding rate here. Oh, now it's back. Cool, 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 cool. When was that is the question. That was up here. So, I mean, it's normalized. But when it got out of hand, I don't know what that means. That happened once, but does that happen hundreds of times, thousands of times? Is it right more than it's wrong? But, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in conjunction with something. Yes, the correct problem is that the script was assuming an exact payload of symbol CL. Okay, let's run this. Straight up. There we go. 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 All right. So you can see top shorts close to liquidation, top longs close to liquidation, all using max leverage. Size 1000. Okay. So this is sick. This is sick. All right. Bring it back then. Bring it back. Okay. So you're good to go then. I think. Okay. Current H3 position. Okay. Now let's try it with that new functionality here. It works now, dog. Great job. Now, can you give me the command to run it again, but with the test order? Thank you. So we can see CL liquidation is pretty far. Let me get this on over to the Hyperliquid docs team here. We did fix that little weird thing I had, but here you go. Hyperliquid data layer. Okay, Shorty, first things first, I want you to go ahead and test this new funding rate data for the HIP3s. If it works, okay, then go ahead and add it to our examples and documentation. Okay, thank you. If it doesn't work, let me know what doesn't work, and I'll send it back to the API server. I love this game, bro. I love it. This is the best game in the world. Just keep prompting, dude. Keep prompting. Keep prompting. Keep prompting. Keep prompting. Go figure some shit out, dude. Fuck around. Find out. Let everybody else talk about it. They say this. They say that. Dude, they've been calling me an AI coder for 3 years. But guess what that means? Damn near 4 years now. What was the release date of Chat GPT, the UI version? Because that was the date I started using AI to code for me, and everybody called me just an AI coder. And now they're all like, oh, have you heard of Claude Code? It's so sick. November 30th, 2022.
I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent
than me.
You might be smarter than me. But if we get on the treadmill together,
get on that treadmill
there's
together.
2 things. You're getting off first, or I'm
gonna die.
It's really simple.
Really that simple, gang. It's really that simple. Open orders here. Okay, so you can see it's putting in an order here. Insufficient margin to place order. Let me get the right account set up here. Let's go see if I can do this on stream without having to, you know. We have the data all set up. So the data side seems to be working. So can you add that to our nice funcs file for HIP3? Or I guess what are the changes? Explain the changes. Is it just a symbol or did you have to change some things? Regardless, go ahead and update our nice funcs file to have this information now. Thank you, bro. Thank you. So I guess when it disconnected, it cut my sound off. The S, really smart. Thank you. Appreciate you. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that next step then. Let's build out the rest of H3 lick momentum using these new informations. And then go ahead and explain the strategy behind this H3 lick momentum. Thank you. Really, I really am humbled to be around such brilliant people, dude. Just throw an S on my screen for sound. Gang, gang. God. That's fire. Fire on the screen. Fire on the screen. Like, how do you even think about that so quickly? How do you even get to that solution so quickly? That's fire. That's fire. Okay, okay, okay. I'm so confused by this. I think this might be a like, you know how I just said I found some money in one of my walls, so I was just gonna put it over there. I think it might be some sort of scam here because it's requesting $12 million in Ethereum fees on Arbitrum. Like, what the RB scan to send it. I'm just like, I'm gonna go check the actual blockchain here because this seems very sketch. Yep. Maybe it's a glitch. Okay, good, 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 good. Whatever it may be, maybe just be a MetaMask glitch or something. So I need to go here and figure out what wallet is connected. So let me go ahead and pull that off screen. Get into my .env. Mm. Good, good, good. That works. That works. That's a good key. That's a good key. That's a good key. That's the one I wanted. But you know what I noticed here is I need to do a little cleanup. I'm embarrassed. This backtesting.py is literally the worst feature. It puts this graph in here.
Be happy about. You're up too old. Job's not finished. Job finished?
Nope.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Job finished? I think we just getting started, gang. We're just getting started. I think we're just getting started. Okay, so I cleaned that up a little bit. Let's also clean this aggressive martingale. Get up out of here, dude. Stop loss hit. She's good. She's good. Hyperliquid data layer. Everything works. Here's the summary. Okay, so if everything works, okay, that was the data layer. Let me go ahead and push that. Get add dot, get commit slash m, HIP3 funding rates. Get push it. Okay, now I gotta go to moondev.com. Okay, and copy this over here. Moondev.com. Let's go ahead here and say all this. This is for moondev.com/docs. We have added in this new functionality. Please make sure our docs page represents that clearly. Thank you. Okay, 666-777. HL node, we cooked on that already. Fire. I got this to the GitHub. Okay. Where is that GitHub? Well, if you go to API documentation and click GitHub, that's where it is. Okay, you can see just now updated examples. Okay, examples, where are you? Last month, 1 minute ago. Read me. 1 minute ago. HIP3 funding rates are now in the API that you got access to just for coming through and saying hello today. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. You're on mute. Yeah, no sound. Thank you. 777. Here's all the keys and everything. You come through, you get an API key. It means you have more knowledge than you had 4 years ago. Thank you, dude. AI is working for me, Bob says. Damn, so as many as memory would hold, you can put in there in the ENV. Not in the ENV, but in the command line ENV. Thank you. Be right back, lost sound. My bad. All right, so there's the keys and everything. So you're good to go. You got the new update here directly. Boom. Okay. And now I'm updating it on the website as well. So she's cooking. Let's have her cook. Okay. So this should be updated as well here soon. It should have HIP3 funding rates now. Everything working here? Everything working under functionality? Yep. Okay. Oh, I want to update that actually. Get API key. So HTTPS moondev.com/t/docs. On moondev.com/docs, anywhere it says get API key, like in the top right, please have that be linked to this link here instead of just what it is before. Also, sprinkle get API key into the docs throughout, like every, I don't know, few examples or something. And then it'll be this link as well, because maybe they're looking through the documentation first, right? They're seeing if it's fire, and if it's fire, then they'll want to get the API key. But just sprinkle it in a couple times. It doesn't need to be buttons or anything. It could just be like a nice sentence, like get your API key here or some shit. I don't know. But use the same link. Okay. Okay, sick. All right, so here we go. She is done with the bot, it looks like. So built H3 lick momentum here and extended nice funcs.py with the remaining H3 execution helpers. Cancel all H3 orders. Nice. Close HL3 or H3 position. Okay. What changed versus native Hyperliquid? Not just symbol substitution. H3 needs DEX aware info exchange. Okay. Symbols must resolve from CL to XYZ CL. Okay. Account state, Moondev signal data comes from separate HIP3 endpoints. Okay, strategy behind the H3 lick momentum. Primary fuel is Moondove near liquidation, HIP3 positions for the symbol. Confirmation, simple 1 hour candle momentum from hyperliquid H3. Short setup, heavy longs near liquidation, plus closest long near liquidation, plus closest long lick distance under threshold, plus 1 hour bearish momentum. Long setup, heavy shorts near liquidation, plus closest lick, short lick distance under threshold. Exits, TP, stop loss, or max hold time. Okay. It defaults to paper mode, so it's safe to observe. What the helly? What the helly is paper mode? Nah, take that out. Take that functionality out of here. I'm not using paper mode. Paper mode is an $11 size. Just remove that whole functionality out of my GitHub. Don't even put it in my GitHub. Don't even put it in my GitHub. If you're in my GitHub, you can put $11 down on size. See real slippage, real fees. And don't come here. Don't come here until you're confident. Let's get up in the back test, dude. Let's get up in the back test. Let's go ahead and run a few of these just to see if we find any winners, because I'm still working through them. Cooking. So she's back testing for me across 18 different data sets. The process I follow is research, backtest, incubate. Research, backtest, incubate. This one doesn't look too hot, so I'm just going to delete it. It's a numbers game for sure. Run backtest. Let's see here. Done. The moondev.com/docs now has the new HLP funding rates. Okay, perfect. So let her cook that. Okay, that one's fire. No. Let's move on. I'm about speed, baby, speed. Learn, baby, learn. Okay, so it says we updated this here. HLP funding rates. The helly? HIP3, gang. So that means you put a new section in there that's it's just in the wrong section, you know? You put HLP funding rates, but it's HIP3. So my bad if I said that. Let's go ahead and also remove all the highlighted orange stuff on the left side. There's always going to be new stuff, and the only new thing today is the HIP3 funding rate. So that will be the only one that's highlighted. And we'll just call it HIP3 funding, no rates. Okay, thank you. Got me. You got me. You got me. You intercepted me. You sniped my whisper, bro. Welcome in. Welcome in. You sniped my whisper prompt. I gotta open up whisper real quick. You sniped me. Because Zoom takes over my everything. Takes over everything when somebody pops in. So when I let go of, if I let go of the whisper and it's supposed to paste it, you can snipe me by joining right when I'm pasting it. And you know I'm always cooking, so snap. And that was a break of focus there. My bad. My bad. My bad. Fuck. I'm not sure where you got in this process, but you were working on it.
Just decide what it's going to be,
who you're going to be,
how you're going to do it.
Just decide.
And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
Yeah, get out your way.
Water. It wants to move and go around stuff, you know.
Wants to move, move, and go around stuff. Let's get a couple more back tests going. Run back tests here. So she cooks. Okay, so this one's not bad. One day. I'll keep this one. You won't get cut from the team today, buddy. You're in. You're into the next round. When's the next round? You have to lock in to see. You got a couple 500 percenters. Okay, this one's trash. So what have we been doing? We did HIP3 bots and yeah, HIP3 bots still. Let's just keep saying that. Let's get her ran. Oh, I just ran that one actually. So let's move on to the next one. And don't forget, I have another Moon Dash prompt, 149%, but mostly red C. So I'm gonna move it. If I see a red C, I'm just like, I'm good. I got unlimited ideas here. Literally. And I just can't go fast enough. I have so many I need to go through still. So if I just see a red C like this, get up out of my face. Get up out of my face. Okay, so API keys, get API key. Okay, beautiful. Perfect, perfect. Sprinkled CTAs, okay. Naming fix, okay. HIP3 funding, okay. And then here's the next step, baby boy. Let's see if she updated these docs. These are the docs that you have. Perfect. Moondev AI, why is that up there? Why is that at the top? I don't get that. Okay, let's see here. She said she sprinkled it. Core data, HIP3 funding. Come on, blood. Makes sense to put it up there, right? On the HIP3 funding one, it makes more sense to put it up by HIP3 market data and liquidations. Thank you, darling. Get API key. What's the link for this now? Sheesh, we cook so fast out here. Okay, look, 2000%. That's nice. Let's go ahead and but it's trash on Apple. Let's go ahead and get back to this. So deleted paper mode, good. Remove the banner mention. Remove the skip live order branch. So that bot is now live only. I also rechecked the Pi compile, and there are no remaining paper mode anythings. Okay, perfect. Done. Renamed everything from HIP. Oh my God. My bad. And last thing I said, it's HIP3 funding. She went to hype funding. You were right. I think we just got miscommunicated and you went ahead and turned it to hype funding, but it's HIP3 funding. Yes, thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and see if this runs here. Python bots, Hyperliquid, H3. Okay, position size 15, leverage 3x. TP, trigger distance is 2.5%. TP is 1.5%. Near lick long value is 25 million. Closest long lick is this. So entry setup here. Longs near lick are heavy. Order has invalid price. Let's go ahead and fix that because that's a rounding error. I think this might be a rounding error here. And is there really 46 million in liquidations nearby? Let's go check. So you have access to this as well. It's the app that you can download. And gang, how much? Yeah, what? And what's the percentage you're looking at here of for the liquidations? Because I can see there's 25.6 million in liquidations. I don't know if that's 100% true. Is it within 2.5% distance, the liquidations? Can you just double check that? I'm looking here and you can see the screenshot. I'm looking here and it is doesn't look like there's 25 million worth, but you can see this is a front end using the same API call. Maybe you're mixing it in for multiple symbols. I don't know. Just debug this. All right, thanks, guy. Okay, so 2.5% would be this, it looks like what, 2 million, not, 500 plus 120 plus 460 plus 100 plus 15, but that's 5% away. 2.5% away is just this, gang. Something is up with you, and I wonder what it is, but we'll find out. We got the AI cooking on the server right side. We got the AI cooking on the Moondash server here. Boom. Looks like I'm cooking everybody here on the leaderboard, by the way. I'm at 32 today. Where are you? This is Saturday. You having a fun little lazy day? It's raining here, and I was at the beach last night. I was at the beach last night and all day yesterday. But I love the nighttime. I love nighttime beach. That's the best time because it's nice and it's still warm. It's still warm. Very warm. Very warm. Shorts tea for sure. Yes, that was real price formatting issue. I found the rule in the local Hyperliquid SDK. Per prices are rounded to 5 significant figures. Okay, so I patched it. Ah, nice. Okay, what changed? Added H3 price to order price and nice funks. H3 limit order, H3 lick momentum. That matters because if you size off the mid but submit a rounded down limit price, the actual order can fall under minimum notional. Yes. Okay, and then let's get this because there's something wrong here and we'll figure it out because we always do. I've already updated this is my only public GitHub actually. Hyperliquid data layer. This is my only public GitHub. Well, maybe there's some others, but like this is the only fire one. The only fire one. Hyperliquid data layer API. The data layer for Hyperliquid so we can onboard billions of normies with millions of apps. Yes. Yes. Sounds good. What are you doing here? What is all this? Get this all about here. Defense stocks? Yeah, don't play with me like that, Codex. Codex, don't be doing that. Don't be slopping up my GitHub now. Yo, so on GitHub, I see that you made these new files. What are they? Don't have them in here. I don't want them. Get them out of here. Skedaddle. It's actually this one, so I think so. Pretty sure. Yep, Hyperliquid data layer. Okay, we're good. Now let's see what Shreddy said. Yeah, there was a bug. What was wrong? The bot was using near lick total long value and near lick total short value. Those appear to be broader symbol totals. Okay, so the bot was effectively mixing closest liquidation for a bunch of symbols. That makes sense. Those files aren't from me. They were already untracked in your repo before I started. Yeah, so I just want you to delete those files and get them out of the GitHub. Both of that. And then push the GitHub to make it new, whatever. Thank you, dude. Those 4 files are the only files to really change here. The GitHub is a nice, precise way of showing how to use the API. And we don't want the defense stocks. We don't want the oil analysis. We don't want the oil hidden plays. We don't want the oil lick analysis. And we also don't want that test API key. Don't waste it. So yeah, go ahead and just clean it up a bit because this GitHub is absolute fire. Just don't want it to be messy. Also, remove the AI agents folder. Oh, don't do that part. No, I'm just kidding. Do not remove the AI agents folder. Just do the rest of the things I said. Thank you. Okay, let's see if we can get this going here, and then I'll push it to GitHub. Longs within 2.5%, 531. Okay, there we go. So full symbol totals here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, now insufficient margin. Perfect. So it looks like it works. Everything works here. I just need to get on the VVS, you know? I gotta get on the VVS to make sure this all works. But done. Moondev removed all 5 and pushed it. Repo is clean now. Let's see. That's much better, son. That's much better. Okay, moondev.com/docs here. And then you can understand what's in there. Done. Here's what I changed HIP3 back to. Okay, perfect. And then in the navigations tab, the first thing on the navigations tab should be quick start. Second thing should be authentication. Moondev AI is like, I don't know. We need to move that down a bit. Maybe under like, you can just keep it there. Just take all the like green or the orange. No, just leave the Moondev AI. Just do what I just said before that. Thank you. I heard a good point about the the good sides of voice to text is it's good, but you're not able to be as concise because writing enforces you to be concise, and it makes you kind of think out your thoughts a little more before you type them down because you don't want to type too much. But I think AI can handle that stuff, the non conciseness. Longs within 2.5% is 531,000. Shorts within 225. So let's remember that 531. And let's do a little check here. Yeah, 531. That's it. Exactly it. Within 2.5%. Perfect. So she's got it good now. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's the important part of this. That's the important part. The orders and stuff, whatever is, it probably works. If it doesn't, easy fix. Okay, so that is Gucci. That is Gucci. I feel like I should push this to the GitHub so tomorrow we'll be able to by tomorrow I'll have some stuff in the account. Git add dot git commit slash m HIP3 liquidation trading bot. Interesting, dude. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff pushing. Like mean reversion, H3 momentum, H3 data test, market data, H3 lick momentum. All right, cool. Get push here. All right, I got more. I got a lot more ahead of me. Actually, I got a lot of day ahead of me too. I got a lot of day. I got a lot to build here, dude. I got a lot to build here. But I know we're coming up on the time here. I promise you guys, I want to go over. I'm actually gonna go over today, but I know some of you got to get going. I know a lot of people have been asking about the GitHub whatnot. So what did we just do? We HIP3 trading bot finished. Liquidation bot finished. I know a lot of people have been asking about the GitHub today. Trading lick bot finished. So I'll go over how to get that here for just like 10 minutes or so we can be done at the time that we said we're going to be done at. That being said, I do have a next project that I want to go ahead and get done if you do want to stick around. This is only supposed to go till 10 a.m. Eastern time, so that's 12 minutes from now. And I want to respect your Saturday because I know a lot of you, like to do stuff on Saturday. So let me spend 10 minutes doing that. And then I want to go ahead and get into breaking this down a bit more. And then also looking at the funding rates of HIP3s. Yeah, dude, there's some good stuff here. Good stuff here. Let me go ahead and put the key in the chat just in case you are just popping in here today. Just joined. Welcome to the moon. To the moon. To the moon. All right, sick. So that's the key. And let me spend 10 minutes going over all of this. So people were asking about the GitHub. Let's see if the GitHub has what I just said it does. Let's go to Moondev trading bots here. I just pushed a bunch of stuff. Hyper liquid. 3 minutes ago. Okay. H3 lick momentum. We just built this. All right, cool, dude. And then this, we extended this as well. The nice funks. Nice funks is where I put all of my FAR functionality and stuff. So I've just been doing this for 5 years, I've just been doing this for 5 years, and I work for, 4 to 6 hours a day on some system. And then I just upload it to GitHub or put it in Discord. And since people were asking today about how to get this, you can get it here. I just have one product other than the streams. You can join my streams any day that I'm here, $5. But I'm chasing Jim Simons, $31 billion man. This is super serious stuff, and it takes a lot of focus. So I found in the past having like 82 courses and being able to you can buy the code, you can do this, you can buy it's just distracting. And this is a better offer for you anyways. Lifetime access to everything I have forever, including those GitHubs. Okay, this is what you're going to get. You get the Algo Trade Camp, which is a 6-week step-by-step training on how to automate your trading, even if you've never coded before. I didn't know how to code either. So in the Algo Trade Camp, I show you how to code like a normal person. And then I show you how to automate your trading. So that involves showing you how to find great strategies, showing you how to prove those strategies actually work in the past. And then if they work in the past, I'll show you how to incubate them into trading bots. Then if they continue to work, okay, you can scale it up from there. So this is the full step-by-step, hold your hand through the process of automating your trading, even if you've never coded a day in your life. For obvious reasons, this is at least a $3,000 value. Because if you never have to log back into those charts, I mean, I didn't look at the charts all day. You never have to log back in. That's worth 3,000, right? And all of these successful traders are automated traders. So I don't know. I think this is just a better approach. And I have the data for myself at least. But on top of that, I'm going to show you how to use AI in order to do all the heavy lifting. This is like AI Masterclasses course, essentially step-by-step, how to get caught up to speed with me and how to use AI to do all the heavy lifting. That's $1,000 value. On top of that, you get the Solana copybot and the Sniperbot course. So we were like the first to Hyperliquid. I show you how to trade on Hyperliquid and any other crypto exchange here in the Algo Trade Camp. We were also probably the first
not negotiate with myself. The deal was already made. Deal was made. When I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing, I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. Throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope. This is not negotiable.
We were also the first to build on Solana. So direct connection to Solana. I'm gonna show you step by step. This is super hard to try to figure out yourself. A $1,500 value at the minimum. It took me six months to figure this out. So I show you step by step, and then on top of that, probably the first cohort to be on Polymarket with trading bots. Again, trading with by hand is just emotional. Just emotional. It's hard. We're all humans. You can't be at the charts all day, and when you are, you're staring at the charts. Like, nah, it's not a life. That's not a life for me, at least. We're all way too ambitious. We're all way too persistent. We're all way too committed to the game to be wasting our life staring at those charts, trying to predict if it's going up or down. You can see if things actually worked in the past. Like that you can do starting right now. You saw me backtest a bunch of stuff today. So you have option A, keep trading by hand and guessing if the price is going to go up or down. There's no difference between that and going to the casino and clicking the slots. Actually, slots have a better payback than trading does. So you could be a slot consumer, a gambler, a trader, or you can approach it from an algorithmic standpoint. You are a quant now because you just kicked it with me for 2 hours and we're using data to trade. You can approach it from a standpoint of seeing, hey, what actually worked in the past? If it works in the past, okay, let's try it out in the future. Let's build a small bot and see if it works. And if it works, then keep increasing it. It's just a better approach to trading. Like that's very clear, right? Clock in at 9:30 a.m., guess if the price is going up or down and bet your life savings, or clock in when you want to, use AI to test and see if this idea you had last night on the couch it works or not. And if it works, then awesome, let's build a bot from it. And if it doesn't work, move on. I'm trying to bring you from zero to a fully algorithmic trader that can trade across, Hyperliquid or any crypto exchange, across on-chain Solana, on Polymarket. Because if you're versatile, then whenever you have an idea, you'll be able to literally execute anything. Your friends are going to have ideas. You're going to have people trying to hire you to build their bots. Once you become a quant, you're going to have so many more opportunities. And at the end of the day, we all know over the next 1,000 trades, you're going to get emotional in a couple of them at least. And sadly, probably lose a lot of money, probably more than $7,000. So you can see why this value is really $7,000. And then you can do the math. If every Zoom call we have is $5 to $20, well, you get lifetime access if you join today. And on top of that, this is crazy that I give you this. You saw I pushed a bunch to GitHub today. I've been doing that for 5 years. And I hired 4 other quants to help me out and to do that. So anything I get, you get. Now, this is my database. Anytime I need an idea, anytime I want to test something new, I have 5 years of me and my team of quants posting back tests, posting bots, posting useful things for us quants. So, I'm here like 40 hours a week. I don't know. Maybe a little less. I don't know. But anything I figure out, I put in here or in the GitHub. So you get lifetime access to everything, including Quant Elite. So people are paying $3,500 a month or a year for this. So this is a true value. You can see, I mean, if you joined today and you were able to build one profitable trading bot, would it be worth $13,000? Yes, of course, dude. Save you from one liquidation, it's worth $13,000. You'll never get liquidated again. If you follow the system I teach here, you'll never get liquidated again. But on top of that, I give you the Moondev Vault. The Moondev Vault has 100 plus of my deleted live streams. YouTube made me take down hundreds of videos, and I just put them back up in Google Drive. Google made me pull off all my stuff from YouTube, so I went and put it on Google Drive. Smooth move. It's 2 terabytes. It's 2 terabytes of past live streams. You get the full access. Like I said, I want you to have everything I have access to, because if I give you everything and catch you up to speed with me, then this members area just gets stronger and stronger. And in my opinion, I had 2 options. I could go ahead and raise a fund Okay, I could raise a fund and just be secretive about all this and grow that fund like Jim Simons did. Or I could just show you guys absolutely everything and we can chase Jim Simons together. So you can see this crew is just getting better and better. And if I catch you up to speed with me and give you everything I have, then you're an asset. And on top of that, I give you all my data, API key. You get your own personal API key for life, plus liquidation data. That liquidation data would cost you $900 a month elsewhere, and you'd only get 12 days. I give you 18 months. Then you get that trading bot GitHub that you saw me upload here today. So what we worked on today is all in that GitHub. Now, on top of that, you get the exclusive AI agents GitHub as well. It has 20 plus AI agents. That's where I push all my AI agent stuff. So you have my trading bot stuff and you have my AI agent stuff. Both a $5,000 value. It's crazy, dude. I've been working on this for a long time. You saw when I started with AI and ChatGPT, November 2022. And then on top of that, you can see everybody's positions now in the app that I was using all day long today. You get access to that because I want you to have everything I have. Jim Simons ran up a net worth of $31 billion. I do not need $31 billion. I'll take one. And then I'll show you guys everything I know so you could go take as much as you want. And I'm able to see everybody's positions on here. So that's kind of unstoppable in my opinion. But you get access to that as well. So lifetime access to everything, all access, lifetime. It's a $48,000 value. I'm not going to charge you all that. This is something that is obviously worth 48, should be charged at least 24 or 12. I get you on a call, do a sales call. Okay, 12,000. That's appropriate. Everybody else is charging 12,000, 9,000, 7,000. I'm not going to do all that. You see the value here is 48,000. I give you the Algo Trade Camp, step-by-step, short, concise videos in any language that you can watch at any time at your speed. I give you the AI masterclasses. That's $4,000 value right there. On top of that, the Solana and the Polymarket courses, that's another 4,000. And then Quantelite is crazy. I'm giving you lifetime access to Quantelite. Before today, it was $297 per month. That's $3,500 a year. What if I'm here for 2 years? What if I'm here for 5 years? What if I'm here for 10 years? Damn, dude, when I say that, it really makes me second guess if I want to give you this offer. Because if I am here for 10 years and you have lifetime all access to everything, it's not a good trade for me. Unless you really step on the gas. I truly hope you step on the gas because this is my bet on you, dude. This is my bet on you. People are paying me $3,500 a year for the information you get in Quantelite, but you get all of the other things as well, like the API key, the GitHubs. So this is a bad trade for me. $17.95 lifetime access, all access, anything I drop in the future, anything I have right now, everything that's on the screen. Just go to moondev.com/go here. And you can join and know that there's a 90-day money back guarantee. No questions asked. Don't care what the reason is. Go ahead and jump in right now. Go to moondev.com/go. You'll learn absolutely everything you need to know about how to automate your trading step by step. And if it's not worth it by the end, you got 90 full days. So it's pretty much free. And every time I say lifetime all access, dude, I know I'm just getting started. I'm on my 5th year. So if you want to buy 5 years of knowledge and get up to speed with me and not waste the next 5 years, then obviously join. If you want to tinker and take 5 years to get to where I'm at, like you're never going to catch up. That's okay. But if you care about your time, 5 years of time, I'll get you caught up to speed with me very quickly. And my bet here is that you found me somehow on the internet. That's crazy, dude. And then you got into a Zoom with me. That's wild. So I know you're talented. Every time I say lifetime all access, dude, it makes me nervous. Because I know I'm just getting started. I'm 5 years ahead of you. Okay. I can get you up to speed with me, but I'm still just getting started, dude.
It's something that truly exists. And All of us. It's very simple.
This
This
is
is
what
what
I
I believe,
believe.
and I'm willing to die for it. Period.
Period. Yeah, this is it's gonna be a really good value over time. It already is a crazy value instantly when you join today. I don't have $31 billion. Jim Simons does. So everything I figure out, I'll put inside of the boot camp. I'll put it in the Discord. I'll put it in the Quantely. I'll put it in the GitHub. You can see real people just like yourself have come to me and I've changed their lives. The reason I'm giving you all access is because I'm betting on you. Somehow, some way you found me on the internet. So you're obviously a good researcher. Okay, check. You're obviously committed. You came here on a Saturday morning to watch me build trading bots. Okay, check. I'm not hiring, dude. I'm not hiring. No, 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 no. But I'm filtering. I'm filtering, and you know it. You see it. So if you want that filtered down community of only data dogs who somehow found MoonDev by doing their research, like you're the god, bro. Just don't know how to automate your trading yet. I do. I can help you do that. And then you're in the community for life because this is lifetime all access. These people that are saying such great things, they only got a fraction of what you're getting today. They got just the algo trade camp. So if you want to get that by itself, you know, it's a little cheaper. I obviously can't give you as much. But if you're on the edge here, join the 2 payments for $9.49. You have 30 full days before it even hits your credit card payment, number one. And then number two, like in that 30 days, if you don't like it, you have 90 days to get your money back. So all I'm doing is sharing my journey along the way to chasing Jim Simons. Like I'm just trying to catch up with him, and I'm gonna keep sharing it here live on Zooms. And the people that make it into the Zooms, okay, you've proven to me that you're a builder, bro. You're a good researcher. You just need to know how to automate your trading. I give you short, concise videos, get you caught up to speed with me, and then we can jam out for life, dude. I didn't learn how to code till I was 30 years old. I was semi-retired, but I was trading by hand at the same time, so I was getting liquidated. Emotional trading, you know how it goes. Then I met the dude. I met the billion-dollar dude. It was just like me, chilling. He said he traded $1 billion per day, so I was like, okay, let me go ahead and do that. I locked in 4 hours a day, every single day, learned how to code. Crazy thing is, you don't even have to learn how to code really anymore. I teach you how to code because I think fundamentals are necessary, and it's going to make you a better AI dev or whatever. But you've got a huge leg up on me. I would have done anything. I would have paid 50 racks for this in a heartbeat if that guy would have taught me what he knew. That was 5 years ago, though. Now I'm the one that knows it. I said, hey, if this stuff's not on the internet, nobody's sharing this. It's a secretive industry. That's all boys club. I don't like all boys clubs. I believe code's a great equalizer. After I found out what I found out, that anybody can learn how to code, anybody can build trading bots. I personally was scared to learn how to code. I thought the developers I was paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for over the course of my career, I thought they were just like a smarter type of human or something. No, dude. You just had to have a reason to learn how to code. And for me, I tried to learn how to code a few times, build apps, whatnot, but I was like, let me just go hire on Upwork. There's no reason to. But once I met the dude that said he was trading $1 billion a day, I knew I had to learn how to code because you can't just share your secrets. So no, there's no plug and play trading bot that you can just make $1 million off of it. That's not what this is about. This is about giving you a structure step by step, taking you by the hand from non-automated trader to fully automated trader. Because then you can apply this for the rest of your life. You don't need to be dependent on me or anybody else. You have an idea, you go ahead and see if it works in the past. If it works in the past, build a small bot for it and scale that up. Algo Trade Camp community is freaking awesome. Like I said, everybody here that you see on the screen, they came to me just like you did. Somewhere on YouTube, maybe a few of you are from Twitter. Alex is from Twitter. Anyone in doubt, it's definitely worth it. I was in doubt myself, but when I pulled the trigger, I was happy I did. It's not a sales pitch by any means, just a personal opinion. The boot camp put me 6 months ahead. Yes, it's been a life changing experience. I gotta say, listen to Moondev. I too have been doing this for around 3 years. He was an algorithmic trader already and only started getting somewhere after listening to him. Now, I don't think I'm GOAT or anything like that. I'm just on my fifth year. I've got a long career ahead of me in algorithmic trading. This gives you access to the lifetime, all access, everything. Makes me nervous every time I say that, but I'm betting on you, and I'm not going to bet on everybody for long. I can't. I can't. It's too bad of a trade for me. If you are paying me $297 a month or $367 a month right now, this is a no brainer, right? So upgrade now. I don't know if I'll keep this forever. Just because every time I say lifetime, I'm like, dude, come on, Moon. You are so locked. There's nobody on the internet more locked than you when it comes to algorithmic trading. Do you think you're going to be done in the next 6 months? No way. And even if you were done in the next 6 months, this is already a great offer. I give you everything I know so you can get caught up to speed with me, and then you can go take it further than me because you don't have to talk through all this stuff. I got to talk through everything. You got an edge on me, dude. You got all my ideas, you got all my code, you got step by step, short, concise videos that show you how to automate your trading. And you have my community and you have my team posting code all the time. You have an edge on me. I hope you know that because it takes me at least twice as long to do things now, talking things through. So I don't know. I think it's a pretty good offer. You can see everybody that has had success with it. Go to moondev.com/go. I'll put the link in here. I got some more things I want to get done. So moondev.com/go. Go ahead and ask me any questions if you do have them. I'll stick around. But yeah, this is gonna be good. So I want to get back to this. You can go ahead and go to moondev.com/go. You can see there's a plenty of payment options just in case you're questioning how to pay for it. You can use credit, debit. Klarna is pretty nice if you're in the United States. Obviously, only use Klarna if you're the type of person that will actually step on the gas here. I don't want to pitch credit to anybody that's not going to actually consume everything and execute on their own. Crypto as well. There's the 2 payment option as well. So you have multiple options here. Okay. moondev.com/go. If you got questions, let me know. I didn't do anything there. Code. Yo, have fun at scale 23x. I didn't know that's a thing. That's fire. I need to go talk about local models. Have fun. Thanks for coming through, bro. The boot camp is helpful. Just push through it. I came from YouTube. Okay. I got the confidence to just fire on all cylinders with Claude. Nice. I'm new and I can say the members area inside it is worth the offer alone. It's an amazing community. I've already made good friends and I've only been there 2 weeks. Going through the boot camp now. Dude, that is so awesome to hear. That is so awesome. You're making friends in there. That's the whole idea. Outside of crypto trading account, do you have for regular stocks? So I do have in the GitHub. In the GitHub, I have interactive brokers, which allows you to trade on any platform. Or sorry, any like stocks, futures, options, etc. So under bots here, you can see interactive brokers, which is nice because then you can have market orders on futures or limit orders, stocks, forex, whatever. All right. So what I want you to do is for H3 underscore lick underscore momentum, I want you to go ahead and make a new file that will be the it will take in the nice funcs file, not the whole file, but just the functions we need. Essentially, I want you to make a singular file called h3 lick momentum single or something. No, there's a better word for that. Not single. H3 lick momentum. God, I'm having a brain fart, but you know what I'm saying. Standalone. Okay, yeah, build that out and then just put it inside of that folder. I'm trying to do something with it. Thank you. So it's a standalone file, right? So there's no dependencies like the API, etc. If any imports we want to put into a standalone. So for the BootDev API, for the nice funcs, those files, yeah, get it all into a standalone and tell me when you're done, Shorty. Thank you. God, I love AI, dude. Just think back to the days when you had an idea like this and you had to go push, like, click all these buttons and move them around and make sure the functionality is working. No way. The community genuinely wants to help, which for someone like me who has zero computer skills is amazing. Yes, dude. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. This filtering is working perfectly, bro. 777. That is awesome. I mean, it's great because you guys find me just working on my trading bots, right? So that's a huge filter. First off, you have to actually be interested in automated trading. And then second off, you have to go ahead and join a Zoom call. And Zoom, who the hell uses Zoom? And then third off, you have to wake up at the crack of dawn. So it's like, okay, that filtering mechanism over the next 5 years. Are you kidding me, dude? I really think we might be able to take on Wall Street. BootDev versus Wall Street. Us versus Wall Street, dude. That's gonna be so fire. I don't know. The crew's already so fire, and I just like it. I just like it out here. I just like it out here. The Zoom room is a big change. Big pivot from public chat. Public chat, whack. So I've got the exact dependency slice. Nice. I'm writing a single file bot now with H3 helpers embedded directly inside. So you can move or test it without relying on local project modules. Okay, so hybrid H3 lick momentum standalone here. Okay, and let's go ahead and push it. Okay, let's go to the GitHub here. Let's grab it. Bots. Hyperliquid. Standalone. Perfect. So we have a standalone file now, which is nice. How much code is this? 500. That's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. Okay, so I added that as well. I'm gonna get Ghost. Have a great day. Much love to you guys. You have moondev.com/go. You have my socials to hear about the next one here. Moondev.com/go. And yeah, just keep an eye out on Discord and all that good stuff. I'll probably be back tomorrow. So much love to you guys. Thank you. Have a great day. All right, so let's get into it. You got the key, you got everything you need. You can see the first link there is moondev.com/docs. You can understand everything that the API key does. You can see Hyperliquid data layer and a lot of cool calls here that you're able to get much faster than anybody in the world that's using the API. So on top of that, throw in some free AI if you need something like, some AI calls. Boom, boom. Got you. Yeah, read through those docs. You have them. You have the link. Nothing else there to tell you. A lot of people asked about the app I'm using here today. I'm using the MoonDev app, and there is a playlist there for you as well. The Discord's there. The roadmap is there. And then if you have any questions or anything, you can always shoot us an email, and we'll get right back to you. We'll get right back to you. I did see some concerns in the Discord, so I want to make sure that's all handled. So a couple people were saying the links weren't working. I want to make sure that's handled, and then we'll get into it. Let's see here. I got tagged here. Some people are asking for the link. Okay, let me go ahead and handle that real quick. API key works for the day. Is the DMG safe to use? I mean, good call. Good ask. I don't know. I think it's chill. Oh my God. Yo, cookie. Thank God. I love this, dude. Cookie. Absolutely cookie. Patty, chill. 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 Hey, chill, V. Chill. I just want to make sure. Okay, I think everybody's in. Are these guys in here? Trust and Code, Charlie, are you guys in? Just making sure. I hope so. If not, shit. Yes, sir. Okay, Charlie, good to meet you, bro. Sorry for the delay here. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and get the Electron app up here. I didn't do anything in the last 15 minutes. Okay, the key is working. So the key does activate the app. We have the gold USDC. We were looking into this trade. I'm really excited for Hyperliquid now, for the reason that they have access to like oil, gold, silver, XYZ, and whatever comes out in the future, because, clearly crypto's in a little bit of a bear market right now. But what's cool is that if they get enough HIP3 markets going, then they're not like, it doesn't matter. There's always going to be a trender. So that's kind of what I'm looking into today. I want to mess with the war trade a bit, but in reality, it's much bigger than that, right? Because the war trade is just the trending trade. What's trending? Well, that. So, I've built trending bots many times on Hyperliquid, and I haven't done it for HIP3 yet. So when there's not a lot of crypto trenders, that's not good. So now HIP3, which allows them to put like gold and silver and XYZ, oil on Hyperliquid, I think that's a pretty big opportunity, not just for us, but for them, Hyperliquid, and the space in general. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm looking into that today. All right, I got to get my key going. Go ahead, copy the same one you have just to make sure that we're on the same page. Unlock app. Success. Okay, sick, dude. We got all of our things ready here. Let's go over here what we went over last week. This week, I guess. So I wonder what the most recent updates are here on can you go ahead and give me the March 7th Saturday at 8 a.m. Can you give me the update on what's going on Twitter specifically? And with the war update. So just like you did above, just need a new update. March 7th, 8:17 Eastern time. What's the latest news? Is it escalating? Is it de-escalating? Yeah, I assume I don't know anything. I haven't been on social media. I don't know where we're at. Just curious. We are right now, and be short and concise with this. Thank you. Okay, this is Claude in Chrome. Pretty cool. If you're a member, you have access to all the recordings here. Over here, down in the bottom here, live events, recordings. Okay, so let's have her do that now, and we'll get back to her in a second. I think the first thing I want to do is let's look at the documentation here, and let's look at HIP3. HIP3 liquidations. Okay, so we have the liquidations, which is unbelievable, actually, if you think about it, because you don't have this information in the stock market, or me, at least we don't get it. And they don't have liquidations on top of that. So Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, gold, silver, copper, CL, XYZ. Okay. Let's close some of these tabs. There's just too many. I'm looking for the Hyperliquid or MoonDev trading bots GitHub that a lot of you have access to. So what I built today is going to be in that GitHub. That's pretty far. That's pretty far. Okay, MoonDev trading bots maybe? There we go. Okay. So let's go look at it and try to organize this in our minds. GitHub.com. God, I got a lot, dude. A lot of excitement here. A lot of things I want to build. But that's the thing. Priority is not meant to be. We butchered the word priority. It's one thing. What's the priority? I think that's the hardest thing right now, but I'm so grateful for it because there's been years where it's like, what the hell are we building? You're like 2017, 18. No, not 17, not 17. 2018, 2019. It's like, what's going on in technology? We've got Hyperliquid right here. Okay, so see what we have here. See if we have anything to build this. Momentum here. Is it? Oh, it's lick momentum. Liquidation momentum. Perp to spot. Damn, I really put all of this in the GitHub and then just give it to you guys? Holy helly. That's crazy. This is crazy, dude. Okay, so that's good though. That's good because if I get you caught up to speed with me, then you're an asset, dude. Let's get it. Let's get it. Moondev.com/docs.